Okie dokie. Hello, Periscope. It is VEDA vlog every day in August. Today would be day 7 of that. And I'm actually doing this from my office because of something that I'm going to mention in a minute. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming in. Anyway, whoop whoop. Hey Emily. So today, as part of VEDA or SBizHour, which is Savvy Sexy Social's vlog every day in August troop. Get the information at savvysexysocial.com/SSVEDA. Today, I'm going to use, as usual, one of Amy's prompts, and then I have a couple other things to add in pretty quickly. Hey, you guys rock. Thank you for the hearts. Anyway, I am currently using a rigged tripod, which I'm going to try to show you in a minute, because someone named Dustin Stout inspired me with something earlier. So anyway, but let me go back to the beginning. Amy's prompt for today was iPhone or Windows or Droid. And my answer to that is a resounding iPhone. And here's why. Of the three, the one that I first had, hey, thank you for coming in. The one that I first had experience with and got to use was the iPhone. And it was actually when we lived in Okinawa. Got an iPhone, got familiar with it, got to like it. And it was actually a couple years later before I ever tried Droid. And my issue was I like the iPhone. I know how to work it. I understand where everything is and what does what. I like the apps. I'm very comfortable with it. So when I went over to Droid, there was a learning curve and I didn't really have incentive to learn it because I'm very happy with what the iPhone does. So it's a kind of a lazy thing, but kind of a I know what I like, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So nothing against, I do know that there are some serious capabilities from the others, so I never trash them, and I never try to say that iPhone is better because I'm too ignorant of the facts to even be able to say that. But I'm an iPhone girl. Ironically, I'm not Apple when it comes to computers. I did have a Mac laptop that same issue. I'm used to using a PC, so I didn't really want to learn it. And so I have PCs for everything else, but iPhone for mobile because I like it. All right. The next thing I was going to talk about was hashtag scope your desk. And that is because the amazing Dustin W. Stout was on earlier and threw out a challenge to scope your desk. And Droid for camera. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, I found that since I got the iPhone 6 Plus, I don't use my iPad, like hardly ever. I never was one to use both at the same time anyway, and my 6 Plus, I'm pretty comfortable with the size of it, so I just kind of like, my iPad's been getting no kind of love out of me. I'm probably doing it wrong, but anyway. So scope your desk though, hashtag scope your desk, and I'm passing on Dustin's challenge to anyone who's in here. And basically he just said, hey, show me what you're working with. So I thought, you know what, fine, I will. My setup is not sexy. Sorry, I can still see notifications on my phone. That's really distracting. My setup is not sexy, but it works for me and I like it. So I told Dustin I was going to do it. So this is me doing it. All right, now I'm going to try to pull my phone out of the rigged hands-free that I set up, which I will show you if I don't drop it on the floor because it's funny because I just did it. Okay, ready? Let's see if I can do this. Okay, whoop. Got it out. That's step 1. All right, I'm going to flip it around. Flip it around. Boom. So, starting from the left, yeah, I mean, who puts lamps on their desk like that when they're clearly like not desk lamps? But my deal is my pets are destructive, and I have the little lamps and I have the big lamps because I like them. So they're on my desk and they work. All right, so on this side of my desk, this is one of my prized possessions. It is a photo of the officers of 3rd Maintenance Battalion in Okinawa, Marines, that I worked with for 2 years. My former boss, the commander, gave me this photo along with pretty much the best note ever written on the back of it, and it brings me great joy. I miss those guys and have mad respect for them. So that always stays where I can see it. I move it around, but it stays there. Oh, let me back up a tick. First of all, I gotta tell a funny story about my desk. Okay, so here's the actual desk. Now what you have here is your garden variety IKEA desk with like sort of flimsy legs and like this sort of glass top. Okay, the awesome thing about the desk is that I've had it forever. I paid $99 for it. I'm trying to focus on here. I paid $99 for this desk, but here's the funny part. Got it like, I don't know, in 2000, you know, never, 2008 or something, right? So $99. My husband has one identical to it. So we're living in Minnesota while he was still active duty in the Marine Corps. He was working at the University of Minnesota's ROTC program, active duty. We got orders to Okinawa, Japan. Well, when you move with the military, and especially when you're moving overseas, they oversee the moving process. They send packers and movers. They put some of your things in storage, you know, whatever. So you don't really have to pack your own stuff if you're moving overseas. So they send over these contracted movers. And they got to our office and they saw these two $99 desks with glass tops and they freaked out. And they called a custom like woodworking guy to come to the house and make crates, special like padded crates for the glass tops of these desks to ship them to Okinawa so they wouldn't get broken. Now, I will say that as a taxpayer, I'm a little bit horrified. But they did that. My $99 desk got a really special trip overseas, and they managed to get them over there and back, which is actually pretty remarkable. We were there 4 years, and when they packed and shipped them back, they're still intact. So I guess you could say that we've gotten our money's worth out of these particular desks. Okay, now back to my point. We covered on the left side some weird lamp action, my special photograph. All right, I got my computer speakers here. They're little, but they pack a punch. Now, I should probably turn my monitor off because it's a little bit glowy. Okay, see these guys right here? This guy and this guy. These are called Shisa or Shishi, and they are lion dogs, and they are part of folklore in Okinawa. They're always in pairs, and they are male, female, and believe it or not, the one with the open mouth is the male. That's right. The closed mouth is a female. Holla! But they're supposed to be good luck. Basically, the male catches the happy spirits with his open mouth, and the female keeps the happy spirits. And you typically will see them over doorways or on buildings as kind of like a what's the word I'm looking, a talisman or something like that. So anyway, so I have these guys sitting on my desk. I have my pretty disgusting keyboard. It looks way dirtier than it is. It's just old. And then of course my big old monitor that I just have to. Oh, and here's funny. That monitor is hooked up to this desktop computer. Booyah! I'm not scared, you guys. I know it's over, but I can't let go. All right. Then I have my my little fun junk that I got at IKEA. I kind of have an IKEA addiction. Little fake plants. And then I have my little Moto board here. That's my friend since kindergarten, Whitney and her husband, and their brand new babies, twin girls. Little note cards and things that I've gotten from people. Yeah, let it go. I just can't do it. This is a photo that was taken by a very good friend of mine who's just got mad skills, and it makes me happy in my heart. That passing the flag was at a retirement for a Marine. This is something that I just got. It's a wedding invitation. Two of quote unquote my Marines are getting married to each other. At the time, they were Lieutenants Marco and Anderson, but now they are probably like generals. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, a note from my friend Rachel. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting and honest. Okay, this is like one of those photo holders that I keep not putting photos in. I've had that thing for like 8 years. Sometimes it has photos in it, sometimes it doesn't. This is one of those like letter document holder things that I like to lovingly call Mount Crapmore, because I just shove things in there. But the thing is, I know it doesn't make any sense, but I know where everything is. And it's stuff that like I don't really access on a regular. So whatever. And then I have like my phone case that I don't like anymore that I'm not using. My headphones are always here next to this little volume and where I can plug them in if I need to get on Hangout or something. They're not plugged in now, of course, because I don't like to use them unless I'm needing them. This is my no coffee, no worky rock that a former colleague gave me that was very special to me. This is just a paperweight keepsake from one of the Marine Corps balls we went to. I don't even really know why I have that there. I am too lazy to buy Kleenex, so this is my roll of tissue. This is something that I haven't had long either. I was so very blessed and excited and flabbergasted that Content Marketing Institute actually had me as a guest on their CM World Chat a while back to talk about personal branding, which I was just floored that they had me on, and they sent me some cool stuff. There's another fake plant, because, you know, fake plants. This, I can't show you, and then Dustin, if you watch this, this is what I was talking about. This is a cross-stitched thing, but it has a really snarky message on it that's kind of inappropriate. So I usually have it turned over because it makes me laugh, but I'm not gonna do that on the scope. Let's see. Oh yeah, coffee mug, and it's not hot chocolate, it's coffee, but it got a little gunkified. I did the Starbucks instant hot coffee, like mocha latte or whatever, which is really good. But okay, now, oh, and then this is the registration to my car. It's the sticker that needs to go on my car. I forgot to register my car until 2 months after the thing expired because they didn't send me a reminder. I never got pulled over. So then I finally remembered to get it registered, and now I keep forgetting to put the sticker on. Like, the car's 20 feet away, but I just keep forgetting. So I have it sitting here in hopes that one day I'll actually remember before I get a ticket. Last but not least, I'm going to show you my just created, inspired by the ingenuity of Dustin W. Stout, tripod. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready? Wait for it. Boom! Selfie stick in a whiskey bottle. Selfie stick, whiskey bottle. It works, right? So, because I decided, hey, it would be nice to have a hands-free. Obviously, this is not a good long-term solution, but I haven't invested in all the gear that everybody has because I don't know if I really, my phone just did, okay. Sorry, my phone just did something weird. I don't know if I'm gonna wait and see if I'm gonna stay with this streaming thing. Sorry, you guys, I'm trying to put it back in the tripod. If I stay with it, then I'll probably invest in some gear, but we'll just have to see about that. Hey, Michelle, you guys rock. This has been a fun one talking about my desk. Yeah, it's a hot mess, but I'm just being honest. Okay, and then the last thing I was going to talk about, and this actually leads into something that's happening in a few minutes. In fact, let me see what time it is. Oh, I turned my monitor off. Chats, Twitter chats. Obviously, Twitter chats, if you know me at all, you know that I'm hugely in favor of tapping into chats to learn, to meet people, to network. There's so many great things that can come from just kind of checking out some of the chats that center around topics that you like, or chats that friends recommend. So I highly advocate Twitter chats. Yes, in 10 minutes it is. I'm actually going to hop on a blab on blab.im with my good friend that I haven't met in person yet, Blake, and his handle is Blake C432. And we're going to actually just get on a blab and talk about some of the things that we're really stoked about and that we really think people need to know about that maybe they don't. And Twitter chats is really a big one. We're going to hit on some other stuff like Snapchat and Periscope. And, you know, it's Friday afternoon and people tend to bug out on Friday afternoon and sort of unplug. So I don't think that we're going to get a huge, oh, thank you, Emily. Yay, you guys rock. I don't know if we're going to be on there for 5 minutes or 2 hours. I don't know. We have not done an eyeball to eyeball. So we're going to do that and we're going to, you know, shoot the breeze. And I might even scope it. I might try doing a Brian Fanzo and like scope it just to see if anybody's interested. But it's going to be fun, but definitely Twitter chats. And some of you know my story, some of you don't, but I had work that, hey, Brian, what? I thought you were streaming. I didn't want to stream while you were streaming, but I had to get this over with. Yeah, Twitter chats when I say they've changed my life, I mean, they've actually literally changed my life. I have new friends, new work. It's just been, I could not have predicted. I knew they were great, but I could not have predicted some of the things that would come to pass from my involvement. Yeah, so, but again, in about, at this point now, 9 minutes, Blake and I are going to be on Blab. If you're free, come in, and if not, that's cool, because I have a feeling there'll be more of these things going on. Just kind of comparing notes, and I even thought I might even make some notes if we come up with anything wicked smart that we can like put out and share with people. But he's a very cool dude. At Blake C432. He's one of my favorite Snapchatters. Absolutely hilarious. And he does a lot of crowdsourcing. He'll ask people to send him snaps about this or that funny stuff, or what they're thankful for. Like today he did, or no, it was yesterday. Send me something you're thankful for, and then he'll take those snaps and put them into his story, which is really cool. Anyway, so we're just gonna shoot the breeze for a little bit if you guys are interested. Like I said before, I am saving these streams on catch.me. That's catch with a K. I'm going back. I've been really bad the past 2 days, but I know where I stopped last. I'm going back in and I'm thanking people. Anyone who made a comment. If you just came in, I might not know that you were here, but if you left so much as like one emoji or one word, then I'm able to track that in catch.me because it saves the comments. So I'll go back and I will thank you properly for coming in and giving me your time, because I am just doing this to learn. So I really appreciate Michelle. I really appreciate you guys so much. Like, I can't even say it enough. And I'll be back every day because it is vlog every day in August. VEDA or SSS VEDA. Yes, katch.me. It is like a lifesaver. And then your video gets saved and you don't have to worry about downloading it to your phone or losing the comments, or because like I literally, one of my first scopes, I literally went in and like screenshotted like every second because I wanted to go back and answer people, and it just took me like 3 hours for a 5-minute scope, and I was like, this is not gonna work. So catch.me with a K. That said, you guys, I'm out. I'll be on Blab in about 7 minutes talking about some of this same stuff with a really cool dude. And I hope to see you guys there. And I'm still keeping my eyes open for the VEDA and SSS VEDA vlogging every day in August streams. The ones that I've seen have been amazing. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm proud of all of us. We're doing a good job. All right, you guys, happy Friday, and I will see you soon. Thank you.